Hi guys, welcome to this web discussion. We're going to discuss today's set of questions, and here's the first one. Which country will host the FIFA Under 17 World Cup 2021? The answers mentioned there: Peru. Yeah, Peru is the answer. And what should we know about this tournament, and then maybe about Peru and Chile? We'll discuss two countries today. But before that, the tournament itself. Why don't you write FIFA Under 17 World Cup 2021? Please write this. I'll also write the list. 1835. Okay. FIFA. Okay, if you have written that, under 17 means under age 17. So underline. We'll write the last four tournaments. We'll write the names of the countries where the tournaments have been held since 2015. Okay, and please know one more thing, that this is a biennial tournament, that is, it is held once every 2 years. Okay, so right, 2015 venue for 2015 venue, venue, venue for 2015 dash Chile, 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 that's how you pronounce it, Chile, Chile. 2017 India, India. 2019 Brazil. 2021 Peru, Peru, Peru. So 2023 has not yet been announced, but between 2015 when Chile hosted it, 2017 India, 2019 Brazil, 2021 Peru. Okay, now what we're going to do is to write the names of the details of the last World Cup. Okay, you write 2019 FIFA Under 17 World Cup. You write like this one line: winner Brazil, winner Brazil, runner-up Mexico, runner-up Mexico, 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 Mexico. Okay, leave one line space. So we're going to write the details of the the seniors World Cup, if we can call that, right? FIFA Football World Cup, FIFA World Cup, FIFA World Cup, underline that. 2018, 2 years back, the tournament was held in Russia, Russia, Russia. 2022, this is held once every 4 years, so it's a quadrennial event, once every 4 years. 2022 Qatar, 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 Qatar. Then 2026 dash, what is the name? There are three countries, together they will host this: United States, Canada and Mexico. United States, Canada and Mexico. Okay. So leave one line space. Now write the usual details that we write about countries, like a particular country. Right? Peru, Peru, Peru. Peru. Peru is in South America. It's a pretty large country. Peru. The capital is Lima, 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 Lima. Then you have the president here, Martin Vizcarra, Martin, Martin, Martin Vizcarra, Vizcarra. I repeat, Vizcarra, Vizcarra, Martin Vizcarra. Okay, then we have the currency Sol, 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 SOL. leave one nice space, right? Chile, Chile, Chile. The rest of the countries, Brazil, France, India, we've been writing for a long time now. So Chile, the capital is Santiago, Santiago. I repeat, Santiago, Santiago. Dash. What is the name of the president? The richest man of Chile, Sebastian Pinera. Sebastian Pinera, Pinera. Sebastian Pinera. Sebastian Pinera. Sebastian Pinera. The currency is peso, PESO. It is a Spanish-speaking country. It's a very thin strip of country. I mean, from north to south, east to north to south, it's pretty long, as if someone stretched it like straight basically, and squeezed it from east to west. It's a very narrow, thin strip actually. Okay, so from that country, and Chile is quite famous for its copper exports. It is home to the driest desert in the world. The driest desert in the world is Atacama Desert. Atacama, Atacama Desert. The world's driest desert. Okay. In the Forbes 2020 magazine list of highest paid global athletes, Virat Kohli has been ranked 66th. 66th. He made about $24 million, $26 million. He made $26 million, and about $2 million came from the sport cricket, and the rest 24 came from endorsements, advertisements, brand ambassador and all that. The guy works very, very hard, and I think it's not the money that we are talking about. We are talking about all that comes his way is what is pretty deserving. There is a particular biography of this person, Virat Kohli. It's not autobiography, biography. कोई और लिखता है तो biography होती है. Bio means life, graph means write. Okay, autobiography is someone who writes it, themselves. If Virat Kohli had written his own life story, it would be called autobiography. So, see, when I try and explain this is not for someone who knows it. Please know that. The teacher does not sit here for someone who knows things. The teacher sits here to share learning, to help people understand, learn things. Okay, and I, as a teacher, do not believe that there is any shame in not knowing. Absolutely not. In fact, we don't know. It's okay. We will work hard. We will be curious. We will learn. That's the attitude we should have. Okay. So if I spell certain words, if I explain certain things in great detail, so kindly be patient if you know, and please know that I am here for the person who does not know things, not for the person who knows things. The teacher does not come to the class for the smart guy, from the smart person. The teacher comes into the class for the person who is interested in learning but may not be comfortable. Okay, so Virat Kohli's biography is named Driven, Driven, Driven by Vijay Lokpalli. This book, you would know that, if you read this book, I've read that, and this man comes across as someone who is extremely humble, greatly humble, would not ever say a bad word about the senior in the team. It could be any senior player, and he would never ever disrespect any senior. He would not sit slouching like ऐसा आराम से नहीं, senior कोई पास में बैठे हैं तो कभी ऐसे नहीं बैठेंगे. हमेशा बहुत नम्रता से, patience, lot of respect in the way he conducts himself. On field, of course, he's pretty aggressive. He uses all kinds of North Indian curse words, that's okay. I mean, it's just part of the game. Okay. Which airline has recently received permission from the Directorate General of... Hey, by the way, in this previous question, we have had a talk on the top 5 in the past, isn't it? We discussed the names of the top 5 highest paid global athletes, like one, Roger Federer, $106 million. Two was Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, 105. Three was Lionel Messi, 104. Four was Neymar, Santos Neymar, Neymar. He got about $88 million, $94.5 million. That's $95 million. And number 5 was his, basketball guy called LeBron James, $88 million. The highest paid female athlete was Naomi Osaka. Naomi, Naomi, Naomi Osaka. Overall, I think 39th in the world. I'm not very sure. I think 39th. And she's a Japanese tennis player. No, 29th rank and $34 million. So, I mean, people have worked extremely hard to get where they are today. Yes, and they should be our inspiration, my friends. So I just help you revise what we have already taken. We have already taken that notes twice. I'm just helping you revise that. That's it. Okay. There is no other Indian in that list, in the top 100. Which airline has recently received permission from the Directorate General of Civil Aviation to conduct trials, drone trials, that would allow it to deliver medical supplies and e-commerce, electronic commerce products? SpiceJet. It is, Vistara and Go Air as well as Indigo do not have, cargo service. I don't think they offer cargo services. Spice does. It's called SpiceJet Express, Spice Express, I think, Spice Express. Air India does, yeah. But SpiceJet got the contract, and every SpiceJet aircraft, I'm talking about the passenger ones, okay, right below the cockpit where the pilot sat, outside right below the cockpit, you would find the name of a spice. Thyme, Thime, Tulsi, fennel, Saunf, all these kinds of, cumin, there is jeera, all these kinds of things. Yeah, you would always find these, names of spices. It's, I'm greatly interested in keeping an eye on all these things. It's good to know these things. Yeah, Air India has had a tradition, not now, in the past. Air India has had a tradition of, naming its aircrafts after Indian states, Indian major cities and emperors, or Mahendra Varman, Harsha, then Akbar, then Ashoka, which met with a tragic accident on the 1st of January 1978, Kanishka, which exploded, on 23rd June 1985. That was a terrorist incident. So they have had this tradition. Nowadays they don't do this actually. Yeah, but remember, whenever the Prime Minister of India, normally the Prime Minister of India flies by Air India 001. Okay, and this one Air India plane is Harshavardhana. It's named Harshavardhana. Normally below the cockpit you would find this. So एक काम करते हैं, इनके जो CEOs हैं, इनके जो हेड है, उनके नाम लिखते हैं. इंडिगो, रोनोजॉय दत्ता, रोनोजॉय, RONOJOY, RONOJOY, रोनोजॉय दत्ता, DUTTA, रोनोजॉय दत्ता. गो एयर, विनय दुबे, DUBE, विनय दुबे. Number 3, Air India, Rajiv Bansal, and see, when you Google Air India CMD, you will find someone else's name, not Rajiv Bansal's name. Okay, you may find Pradeep Khosla, Pradeep Kharola, something. Okay, but always go to the website, and there you will find Rajiv Bansal's name. Yeah. SpiceJet, Ajay Singh. In fact, Ajay Singh started SpiceJet. He sold it to the Sun, the Sun TV network, this entire Sun network. They have a direct to home service also, D2H. All these Gemini, Sun series, Sun marked television channels are owned by Sun network. In जो Sun network है, they had purchased SpiceJet, but they made a huge loss. And later on they sold it to, I think they sold it for about 1 rupee or something, token price actually, to Ajay Pal Singh. This Ajay Singh, you should know, had taken over the debt. See, 1 rupee mein nahi becha, please understand. SpiceJet had run huge debts, thousands of crores of rupees. So Ajay said, okay, I will pay all the debts. The company is mine. That's how it is. Vistara, this is a joint venture between Tata Group and Singapore Airlines. The CEO's name is Leslie Tang. Leslie, Leslie. I repeat, Leslie. Leslie Tang, THNG. Leslie Tang. Next. The US has recently joined an international G7 artificial intelligence group for setting ethical guidelines for the use of artificial intelligence. In this context, which of the following nations is not part of the G7? G stands for group of 7 most industrial states. Okay, these 3, China, India, are not part of this. None of them are part of this. So G7 होता क्या है? G7 में कौन है? Right, G7 dash United States, US, Canada. I am also writing the order. Normally I go in geographical order. West से east जाता हूँ मैं generally. West to east. So US, Canada, Britain, Great Britain. Next France. Next Italy. Next Germany. Next Japan. So United States, Canada, Great Britain, France, Italy, Germany, Japan. ये सब ओल्ड बॉयज क्लब है. हमें एक ज़माने में ये सभी बहुत पावरफुल नेशंस हैं. टुडे इटली, ब्रिटेन, they count for nothing. No one listens to them. They are, they still are, of course, arrogant, and they believe they are a world power. That happens. So China, India, Brazil are not parts of G7. Which country has launched One Sun, One World, One Grid for building a global ecosystem of interconnected renewable energy resources? India. See, remember, India a few years back had started International Solar Alliance, ISA. The head office of ISA is in India. Okay, New Delhi. So now recently the Prime Minister started this. He said that we can be a major solar power in the world. Why does he want India to become a major solar power? Why does he want India to become to produce energy, solar, or renewable energy source, use renewable energy sources? There are reasons for it. See, 82% of our imports, our fuel imports, energy imports, cost us a lot of money. 82% of our energy needs are imported. We get them outside. Hundreds of billions of dollars is what we are spending. And plus they damage the environment. And we also have to depend on other countries for supply, which in global economic conditions are bad. Geopolitical conditions, there could be war in the Gulf region. There could be, some countries may say no tomorrow, that we are not going to supply to you. So, and we being the 3rd largest energy consumer. What is it? India is the 3rd largest energy consumer in the world. The largest is China, 2nd is United States, 3rd is India. Of course, ranks 1 and 2 keep changing depending on the season, okay, and economic pace of economic growth. But number 3 has been India for a long time. Okay, so we have to depend on other countries. So I'll give you some notes why this particular alliance, like this. Why Osawaka? I'll also write. When I write, I get clarity, as you know. I always write. I've been writing from class 1. 1. Leverage domestic energy resources. Leverage, LEVERAGE, leverage domestic energy resources. Dash India receives India receives a great deal of sunlight. A great deal of sunlight. We receive a lot of sunlight, so we could tap into it. Number two, reduce dependence on fossil fuels. Reduce dependence on fossil fuels. FOSSIL, fossil. Fossil relates to decomposed plant, human organic matter. You have fossil fuel would be coal, yeah, it would be petroleum, all those things that come from deep inside the earth, which is decomposed organic matter. Reduce depends on fossil fuels. Okay, next, build, third point, build, BUILD, build competitive, COMPETITIVE, competitive and sustainable, renewable energy, build competitive and sustainable renewable energy. Renewable is mentioned here in the question. Exports. Next, last point. As exports of renewable energy resources increase, and import of fossil fuels decrease, comma, the current account deficit, DEFICIT, deficit will also reduce, fall, 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 will also fall. We have in the past twice, I think, discussed current account deficit. I gave you notes, what comes in, what goes out, what is current account deficit. We looked at balance of payments. I think that was a very, very elaborate discussion. So we'll restrict ourselves to this particular thing. Okay? So the idea is, why spend billions of dollars and depend on other countries? Why not, why not build our own capacity, honestly? Because this will also, if we build a lot of wind tunnels, wind fans, windmills, we invest in solar energy, it will also give impetus to local industry, because solar panels could be bought within the country. Manufacturing would increase, employment would increase, maintenance of the panels would also need large scale employment. So you look at the win-win situation here. It's actually very, very good. So this is a long-term process, but if we start, we will get there. We start, we sustain, we will get there. Every day little work, we get to the goal, my friends. I think we know about all the, I think about all of these countries. South Korea, we know the capital is Seoul, SEOUL. I repeat, SEOUL, Seoul. The president's name is Moon Jae-in. Moon, 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 Jae, Moon J-in. Moon space JAE-IN. Moon Jae-in. That's a guy's name. And the currency is won, 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 won. Next, Agniprastha, a missile park will be established at INS Kalinga, Indian naval, ship Kalinga, or Indian naval station in this case, Kalinga, which is in Visakhapatnam. See, it's not a ship, it's a station. Okay, establishment एक जगह पे, विशाखापट्टनम naval base है, तकरीबन 40-45 किलोमीटर दूरी पे है. Okay, you could do one thing. You could write a little about this. What is it? INS Kalinga, right? INS Kalinga. Kalinga, as you know, is the ancient name of Odisha. Right. First point. Let me also write. I normally start writing, then I stop in the middle. But anyway, you write. 1. Established 1985. Established 1985. Next. Naval station. Naval station belonging to. Naval station belonging to Eastern Naval Command. Eastern Naval Command. Eastern Naval Command. Eastern Naval Command. Next, third point. Responsible for preparing, comma, storing, 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 and delivering missiles, 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 it's there, missiles, to ships of the east of to ships of eastern fleet, fleet. Fleet means number of ships. A number of ships is called fleet. It's also called armada, but that is different, slightly different from fleet. Okay. Next. Right, one more. Agniprastha. What will Agniprastha do? Agniprastha will showcase, showcase, showcase missiles history or missile history of INS Kalinga since mid 1980s. Since mid 1980s. 1980, small s, no apostrophe. No apostrophe. Please mind you, no apostrophe. 1980, small s आना चाहिए बस. उसमें बीच में apostrophe नहीं आना चाहिए. Okay. So these are naval stations. So I'm going to give you some the names of some more naval stations. Please write. We'll take one naval station in each of these places. ठीक है? Port Blair naval station. There are two, I think, but you could write one, two, more than two, I think. INS Jarawa, Jarawa, Port Blair, INS Jarawa. You know, Jarawa is a tribe also. Number 2, Mumbai has 3, 4, I think. One is INS Shikra, more than 3, 4. INS Shikra. Kochi is in Kerala. It's called INS Garuda. Garuda, Garuda. Chennai में INS Adyar, Adyar, Adyar. Next, एक और लिखते हैं. Shall we write one more? Right. Okha, OKHA. Okha is in what is this place? Gujarat. Okha dash INS Dwarka. चलिए. According to the DPIIT, FDI into India rose to a record level of about $50 billion, up by 13% in the last financial year. We took these notes in the last class. We took the names of that. We took the overall FDI, 49.98. I said 50 is the round figure. We took the names of the top 5 countries, and then we also took the names of the top 5 sectors. Top 5 sectors. The top country was what was the top country? It was, of course, it's not a two-way talk, but sometimes I get into the groove like I'm sitting across the table with you. The top country was Singapore. I think it was Singapore. Yes. Number 2 was Mauritius. Netherlands, US, and Cayman Islands. Top 5. I remember, but sometimes things go back. Sometimes there is a psychological block. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि आप कहीं पे you are in the midst of something, you explain, suddenly you forget, which is okay, which is okay. Do not worry too much about things. Sometimes things work, most times in life they don't work. Please know that. Okay. सो सिर्फ आपके नहीं, पूरे देश के, पूरी दुनिया के प्लान्स जो होते हैं 2020 के जो प्लान्स थे, 2020 प्लान्स, all of us have had, we almost all of us have not had any work done on those plans. Yeah, but the best thing you could do is to learn in this time, basically. Yeah. So I think we know about FDI, but I'll give you the definition of shall we give the definition of FDI? You write this. एक काम करते हैं, we'll discuss FDI in the end of the class. I'll just write here FDI. ठीक है, चलिए let's go to the next question. www is World Wide Web. See, it takes more time to say www than say World Wide Web, isn't it? .ai, artificial intelligence. AI is artificial intelligence. .gov, .in. So maybe लिख रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, is India's national artificial intelligence portal website, which has been launched by NASSCOM and Ministry of Electronics and IT. Ministry of Electronics and IT. एक काम करते हैं. Remember one thing. When the website, whenever you find a website that says, for example, you look at this website, www.ai.gov.in. Okay, IN is for India. If .in is not there, it becomes an American website. American government website ends with .gov. It's the only country in the world which, of course, they run the internet. Okay, they control all the servers, everything, all the databases are there in the United States. Okay, so www.ai.gov here, is an American government website, but if you put .in, it becomes an Indian website. Okay, the domain is Indian. .in is Indian. So AU is for Australia, like that. RU is for Russia. PK is for Pakistan. Okay guys, so एक काम करते हैं अभी, जो ये NASSCOM, ASSOCHAM, all these choices are there. We'll write one line about each of them. Right? Who is the Minister for Electronics and IT? Ravi Shankar Prasad. Now Ravi Shankar Prasad holds 3 ministries. You write Ravi Shankar Prasad dash Minister of Electronics and IT, Union Minister of Electronics and IT, Information Technology, Union Minister of Electronics and Information Technology and Information Technology. Number 2 is second one is his second ministry is Ministry of Law and Justice. Ministry of Law and Justice. Ministry of Law and Justice. The third one is Ministry of Communications. Ministry of Communications. So you write now the full form of, leave one line space, write full form of NASSCOM. National Association of Software and Service Companies. National Association of Software and Service Companies. Okay, and Service Companies. National Association of Software and Service Companies. Okay, उसके नीचे लिखिए 1 chairman is U Pravin Rao. It's actually UB Pravin Rao, right? UB Pravin Rao. And the second person who's, this is the chairman, president, you write President Debjani Ghosh. President is Debjani Ghosh. Debjani, Debjani Ghosh. 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 Debjani Ghosh. ASSOCHAM. Anyone has space, right? ASSOCHAM. The full form is Associated Chambers of Associated Chambers of Commerce of India. Associated Chambers of Commerce of India. Chairman is right. So they have a president, I think. President or chairman. I think president. President is Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. Niranjan Hiranandani. Easy names basically. Cool. Who won the 2019 Ballon d'Or award for the world's best male football player for the record sixth time? Messi. Messi is from Argentina. Messi plays for two. One, we are talking of the country, Argentina, and two, he represents the team. What is it, Messi? Barcelona. He is very FCB, Football Club Barcelona. ये देखिए यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ FCB, Football Club Barcelona. Football is fun, great fun. Before I discuss the choices, ये जो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ये जो ये symbol, आपको मालूम है, you know, it's a Nike logo, isn't it? No, this logo is called swoosh. What is it called? Swoosh. SWOOSH. I repeat, SWOOSH. Swoosh. That logo is called swoosh. All logos have names. Almost all logos have names. Yeah. So, look at the choices. Mohammad Saleh. Mohammad Salah is from Turkey. You could write Turkey. Mohammad Salah. No, he's an Egyptian. I think he's from Egypt. Yeah, Salah is from Egypt. Dash. Plays for Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool. 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 Salah. I think he's from Egypt. Then Sadio Mane. Sadio, not Sadio. Sadio Mane. He comes from Senegal. 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 And he plays for Liverpool. He also plays for Liverpool. Choice 4. Virgil plays for Netherlands. Choice 4. Netherlands and Liverpool. Liverpool. This is terrific team. Liverpool, you have Manchester City, Manchester United. Yeah, great teams. Chelsea. Last one, Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal and Juventus. Juventus. I repeat, Juventus. Juventus. The J is silent. Juventus. Ronaldo plays for Juventus. Okay. Name the Hollywood actor who has been bestowed with PETA, which is People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, with their Person of the Year award. Joaquin Phoenix. The J is H. I know, it's all weird, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm just telling you so that you become comfortable. Next time you'll be that much more. Someone says Joaquin, oh, you would say, yeah, it starts with J. That is comfort level. You don't have to know all these things, but knowing is good. It's a Spanish name. Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix is a great Hollywood actor. He won the Best Actor Oscar last year. For this year, in fact, he won the Best Oscar Award for 2020. He, not exactly 2020, but awards were given in 2020. So he won it for which film? Joker. 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 Joaquin Phoenix, Best Oscar Award for Joker. You want to watch his films? He is a terrific actor. He has played roles, he falls in love with the computer in this film called Her, 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 which is a very different kind of film. And there is one Her, Her. Then you could watch, he plays this, he's there in, what is this, Science, S-I-G-N-S, Science, S-I-G-N-S. He's a terrific actor. He's played in a lot of movies. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. Yes, Iron Man. I-R-O-N, Iron Man. Christian Bale, Batman. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is one of the finest actors of our time. He is played, in recent movies. You could say Dunkirk, Dunkirk, Dunkirk. अगर आपको, if you like war films, this is a film. It's a real story. Dunkirk, Dunkirk, Dunkirk. And you could also, if you want to watch one film which is action, where you can watch with family actually, there is this Oscar-winning film called The Revenant, 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 Revenant. He's a villain there in the movie Revenant. बहुत अच्छी फिल्में हैं, काफ़ी अच्छी फिल्में हैं जो आप देख सकते हैं. एंड रेवेनेंट इज अ ट्रू स्टोरी. रेवेनेंट इज बेस्ड ऑन ट्रू स्टोरी. So Brad Pitt, oh, he's a superstar, one of my favorites. Brad Pitt won the Oscar last year for Best Supporting Actor, and he won it for, what is the film? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 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 बहुत उम्दा फिल्म है. You would thoroughly enjoy the film. Watch good movies. Which country has been directed by the UN General Assembly to withdraw from Chagos Archipelago? Archipelago is group of islands. Group of islands. Okay. See, this is Chagos, or you can say Chagos. See, Britain came and occupied this place, Chagos. Okay, it occupied these islands. What it did was, it threw out all the natives. It evicted all the natives. जो यहाँ के native people थे, Chagosians, they were all thrown out of the country, of the native land, on the land on which they and their forefathers had lived for thousands of years. But the British, as a colonial power, threw them out. Okay, they were all mostly sent to Mauritius and other places. This is this Chagos, is seen to be an extension of Mauritius. Mauritius claims it actually. But what Britain did? It lent one of those islands, slightly larger island. ये बड़े-बड़े islands नहीं है. These are all rock crops in the समुद्र के बीच में open just rock juts हैं. Okay, बाहर. So, it lent one place called Diego. You see, this is the place. Diego Garcia to America. America को दे दिया. क्यों? To build a military base. This is America's only military base in the Indian Ocean. So America runs a major military base here, Diego Garcia. So the Chagosians went to the UN and the International Court of Justice, where they won the case. And the UN passed a resolution calling on Britain to leave this place. Only 117 countries voted in favor of these guys, natives, and just 5 countries supported Britain. Just 5 countries. Okay. But Britain said, nothing doing, we will not vacate it. हम छोड़ेंगे नहीं इस जगह को. Think about it. This is the same Britain that talks of morality, humanity, democracy, liberalism, rights, human rights, all that. So, but these are all okay when it comes to other countries. It talks of these human rights, everything in Hong Kong. But it would not talk about these when after it had evicted the locals from these islands. Think about it. Yeah. So, it's not hypocrisy. See, the last 2 years back, rather, China lost a case against Philippines in the International Court of Justice. Okay, there are some islands in the South China Sea that China had occupied. These islands had been claimed by Philippines. So Philippines went to the International Court of Justice. They won the case. Under international law, they won the case. China said, we will not vacate this place. This is ours. We will not vacate. We don't recognize the judgment. At that time, UK said, China should adhere to international law. Now, are they adhering to international law? So please know, these are all how countries work in their national interest. Okay. I have followed this crisis for a long time. I think about 20 years I've been following this. Yeah. So this is this set of islands here, Maldives, this one. Tiny country, very tiny country. I mean, in terms of the total area, very small, but these islands in Maldives are spread across 90,000 square kilometers. एक area 90,000 square kilometers में यहाँ पे छोटा island, वहाँ पे छोटा island ऐसा है. You remember that story that we discussed, that Madagascar was a part of India and how this two lands split and India went up. We discussed all that story. Yeah. Nowadays, I'm not telling you any stories, and you know why. Yeah. I think we have discussed all these questions. पर एक काम करते हैं, रशिया के नए प्राइम मिनिस्टर के बारे में लिख सकते हैं. राइट, रशिया प्राइम मिनिस्टर मिखाइल, MIKHAIL, मिखाइल. मिशुस्टिन, MISHUSTIN, Mishustin, Mikhail Mishustin. Okay, चलिए. Who among the following is the chairman of the National Stock Exchange? Girish Chandra Chaturvedi. Choice 4. What about these choices? National Stock Exchange, you can write 1-2 lines. National Stock Exchange, right? First point, established 1993. 92, 93, right, 93. Second point, location, Mumbai. Next, third point, India's largest stock exchange by turnover. Fourth one, main index is named in capital letters, right? Nifty, Nifty. And we discussed all these indexes also in the past. Nifty. So, chairman, you write this. Chairman, Girish Chandra Chaturvedi. CEO, choice 3, Vikram Limaye. CEO is Vikram Limaye. Vikram Limaye. Then you look at choice 5, Dilip Asbe, MD of, Managing Director of National Payments Corporation of India. National Payments Corporation of India. Look at choice 2. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange. Next. Choice 1. Ajay Bhushan Pandey, Finance Secretary of India. चलिए. Under the Nirbhaya Fund, how much money has recently been allocated by the Union Home Ministry for setting up women help desks in police stations in all states and union territories? 100 crores. I'll tell you something. every year they have allocated fund in the budget for Nirbhaya Fund to help women and all that basically. Okay, but not almost 10, less than 10% is spent. 10% is spent. Because somewhere in our society there is no focus on such things where women's safety, women's safety is very very important. It's unfortunate that we don't give value to these things. As to be very frank, as a society we have never given importance to such things. Women's education, women's empowerment, women's working. People traditionally in India have looked at women as someone who should be restricted to the kitchen, okay, or should be taking care of the household, okay. But look, you may say that no, this is a very chauvinistic view. Look, women are working and everything. It's not always true. Women work when there is a dearth of income, and where the men in the house are a little more open to such work, but generally they're not allowed to work. You know this as much as I do, isn't it? So this women helpless are there in police stations in all almost most police stations in India, but they rarely do the right work. How many European nations vote to elect new representatives for European Parliament? 27, isn't it? Earlier, there used to be, in the beginning of this year, there used to be 28 European Union members. 28. Abhi kitne hai? 27. 27. Why? Britain has left. Britain has left. Okay? I want you to write one point. European Parliament. Right. European Parliament. Underline European Parliament. Uske niche, first point. Head office. Location. Strasbourg. Strasbourg. Strasbourg, France. 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 Strasbourg, France. Okay, next point. Has 705 seats. 705 seats. So the people who are elected to this parliament are called members of European Parliament, MEP. Okay. Third point. Of these, Germany has the largest chunk. Of these, Germany has the largest chunk. CHUNK. Chunk means allocation. In this case, dash 96 seats are German. They are from 96 people are elected from Germany. I think about 84 or something from France, second highest. You want to know how many countries are there in the European Union? They are here. It's probably the only map I have in this. Earlier we used to have a lot of maps, isn't it? Yeah. See this. Britain is no longer this. This is Britain era. Northern Ireland bolte hain isko. Okay, this one. Okay. This is, see, there are two colors here only because one dark, one light. Nothing beyond that. Okay, there is no other meaning to this. So you have Portugal. This is Spain. This area is called Iberian Peninsula. What is it called? Iberian Peninsula. Iberian. This peninsula is called Iberian Peninsula. You have France. This country is also called nicknamed Hexagon. Hexagon because it's shaped like a hexagon, not exactly a perfect hexagon, but hexagon. Okay, you have Italy pointing a finger at Africa. This is Belgium, Netherlands, next Luxembourg is hardly about 2586 square kilometers. Exact number is 2586 square kilometers. And this is Denmark, yeah, Sweden. You have what is this? Finland, Estonia. All these countries. These three countries are together called Baltic states. What are they called? Baltic. BALTIC. ये जहाँ पे समुद्र है यहाँ पे. There is a samudra here called Baltic Sea. What is it called? Baltic Sea. Yeah. You see this white part here? This is Russia. ये पूरा Russia है. ये Russia है और ये भी Russia. Okay. This is Belarus. What is it called? Belarus. This is Belarus and this is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. This is a place called Moldova. What is it called? Moldova. Chota chota, ekdam chota desh hai. This is a Black Sea. This is Black Sea. Okay. So you have this Greece here. Yeah. So this is, what is this? You know, Switzerland. This is Switzerland. कहीं पे है नहीं किसी भी almost organization except for UN and maybe UN and one two other organizations. It's not a member anywhere. It doesn't want to be a member. ये है Cyprus. This is Cyprus, the northern part. यहाँ पे जो उत्तर part है ये. Okay, this is controlled by Turkey. The southern part is run by Greece. Yeah. This Malta is this dot. ये जो dot है यहाँ पे यही Malta है. यही Malta. This is Malta. That's it. चलिए. Which of the following institutions will collaborate with 4 Japanese institutions on research in earthquake engineering? IIT Hyderabad. There is nothing to discuss here. IIT Hyderabad. The Japanese are world famous for their, earthquake engineering technology. Why are the Japanese so good at this? Because Japan sits on what is called the ring of fire. Ring of fire. ये जो Pacific Ocean है पूरा, जो Pacific Ocean boundary line है, is more or less a ring of volcanoes. Some in the ocean, some around, along the coast. So Japan sits on the ring of fire. So Japan is pretty good at this, absolutely good. And Hyderabad-based IIT Hyderabad is collaborating with these guys. See, बचपन से हम पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि Kharagpur has the longest railway station. Is it true? Right now, it's not true. Because the longest platform station, if I'm not wrong, is in Gorakhpur. Correct me, leave feedback. Okay. I think the longest platform station platform is in Gorakhpur. I think Gorakhpur. Yeah. Who will coordinate the 14-member informal? There are 3-4 questions where I will touch and go. Okay. Which is always the case, which is the usual case. Who will coordinate the 14-member informal group to study issues related to pornographic content on content? How do you pronounce it? Content. Content नहीं कहते, content कहते हैं. Content होता है matter. Okay? आपके book में content है, आपके दिमाग में content है, आपके bag में content होता है. Content होता है satisfaction. Okay? So when do you get marks in the exam? When the examiner is content with your content, isn't it? Yeah. Satisfied with your matter. Who would head the study group related to pornographic content on the internet and social media platforms? Jairam Ramesh of the Congress Party. Pornography is a major issue in India. The government of India has often banned lots of companies, lots of websites because they're impacting children. They are also leading to a lot of violence against women. Especially among leading to a deviant bad behavior among young people basically. So the government of India has often been banning. In fact, it's on a regular basis it keeps banning things. But there are so many ways that you can deviate. You can take what is called a loop line to access that website basically. So many ways to access all this stuff. Rupa Ganguly is this BJP MP and she's person who played the role of Draupadi in Mahabharat of the 1980s. She's a great vocalist also, please know that. The 15th Finance Commission has recently submitted its report for financial year 21 to President Ramnath Kovind. In this context, 2 heads, Nand Kishore Singh, but I want you to write Finance Commission of India, right? Subheading Finance Commission of India. Finance Commission of India. Underline that. First one. Right. First point. Appointed under Article 280. Under Article 280 of the Constitution of India. Appointed under Article 280 of the Constitution of India. Okay, next. Appointed by President appointed by president every 5 years. Every 5 years. Appointed by president every 5 years. Next. Comprises one chairman. Comprises one chairman and 4 members. And 4 members. And 4 members. Next. Next. Main job is to make recommendations, is to recommend ways of generating revenue, ways of generating revenues, and ways of generating revenues and division of such revenue. Such revenue means revenue is always tax in this case. Between the center and the states. Okay, leave one nice space. Right. Chairman of 15th Finance Commission. Chairman of 15th Finance Commission dash Nand Kishore Singh. You could write that name. Nand Kishore Singh. He is a BJP MP. I am not sure if he is currently an MP, but earlier he was an MP. Earlier he was with the Janata Dal, then he went to the BJP. You know this, guys? You look at choice 2, Krishnamurthy Subramaniam, my friends. He is the Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. Krishnamurthy Subramanian, Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. Next. Look at choice 4, Urjit Patel. You don't write anything. He is the ex-RBI governor. Urjit ji jo the, you know, he did a BSc from, if I'm not wrong, London Business School. Then an MS from Oxford and a PhD from Yale University. Khopri, isn't it? Yes. And brilliant guy. Urjit Patel. Then Bimal Jalan, of course, he was also ex-RBI. He is also an ex-RBI governor. ठीक है, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Yeah. N.S. Viswanathan, I think, was the ex-deputy RBI governor, deputy governor. What is the rank of India on the Kids' Rights Index 2020 out of 182 countries? 117 is the rank. No rights for children in India. Yeah. So in any case, I'll do one thing. I'll give you a list of the top 5 countries under this index. Top 5 and bottom. एक काम करते हैं, top 3 bottom 3 लिखते हैं और top 5 bottom 5 कुछ भी लिखते हैं. पहले let's start. Kids Rights Index 2020. Kids Rights Index 2020. Underline that. First one. Top 5. Underline that. 1. Iceland. 2. Switzerland. 3. Finland. 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 I'll spell Switzerland also. Switzerland. Switzerland. 3 is Finland. 4 is its neighboring country, Sweden. 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 And Sweden's maritime boundary is with rank 5 Germany. So Iceland, Switzerland, Finland, Sweden, Germany. Top 5. Next. India rank 117. So same rank as 2019 actually. Okay. Next. Bottom 5. Right. Rank 182 in brackets last. 182 in brackets last. Chad, C-H-A-D. The country's name is Chad, C-H-A-D. It's in Sahara, in the Sahara Desert. It's run by a man called Idris Deby. Badmash is a dictator. So, what is this? Chad, 182. 181 is Afghanistan. Afghanistan. 180 is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. S-I-E-R-R-A. I repeat, S-I-E-R-R-A. Sierra Leone. L-E-O-N-E. Leone. And 180 हो गया ना. 179. 179. Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial. E-Q-U-A-T-O-R-I-A-L. Equatorial Guinea. G-U-I-N-E-A. G-U-I-N-E-A. Equatorial Guinea. And 178, last one. 178. Central African Republic. Central African Republic. Central African Republic. Chaliye. I mean, these are very, very poor countries. Forget kids' rights. There, no one has rights. Central African Republic has been run by a dictator for a long, long time. So is all these countries. In fact, if you look at Afghanistan, there's so much civil war, so much war happening. No one has rights. No ordinary, no man. I mean, there are no rights actually across the board. Chaliye. I think there is a mistake. It's not with 27. I think some number must have come somewhere. Which city hosted the 15th meeting of the Governing Council of the South Asia Cooperative Environment Program? Dhaka. I'm not really concerned about this, but I think Dhaka's, we know Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is, if I'm not wrong, the 8th most populous country in the world. I think so. Yeah, 8th most populous country in the world. Who's the Prime Minister of Bangladesh? The Prime Minister of Bangladesh is Sheikh Hasina Wajed. W-A-J-E-D. Sheikh Hasina Wajed. You could write Kathmandu. Nepal dash. Capital is Kathmandu dash. The Prime Minister's name you know, but anyway, right. Prime Minister PM, you write first PM. Khadga Prasad Oli Sharma. Khadga, K-H-A-D-G-A. K-H-A-D-G-A. Khadga Prasad Oli, O-L-I, Oli Sharma. Khadga Prasad Oli Sharma. And president, let's write the president's name also. And President Bidya Devi, Bidya, B-I-D-H-Y-A, Bidya Devi, D-E-V-I, Bidya Devi. The currency is rupee. Last point, dash. Currently in a border dispute with India, over Lipu Lake, L-I-P-U-L-E-K-H, Lipu Lake, and Kalapani, K-A-L-A-P-A-N-I, Kalapani. Lipu Lake and Kalapani. ठीक है, चलिए. You want to know about Manila? Just right. Philippines. P-H-I-L, okay, I-P-P-I-N-E-S, single L आना चाहिए, double P. P-H-I-L, I-P-P-I-N-E-S, Philippines. dash capital Manila, capital Manila, capital Manila dash capital Manila dash president's name is Rodrigo Duterte. Rodrigo, 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 Rodrigo Duterte, Duterte, Rodrigo Duterte. Rodrigo Duterte dash currency is peso, peso, peso. It's a Spanish country, though it's in the Pacific Ocean east of India. It's a Spanish country. It was ruled by Spain between 1568 and 1898. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. What is the theme of the World Meteorology 2020 Meteorology? हाँ, this is measurements for global trade. Yes. 2019 का थीम जो है ये देखिए, ये जो नंबर 2 चॉइस इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट्स फंडामेंटली बेटर, दैट इज 2019 थीम. व्हेन इज वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजी डे? May 20, May 20, May 20. I'm not saying 20th because when I say 20th it may sound like 28. Yeah, May 20. World Meteorology Day. What is meteorology? Any idea? Study of measurements. Study of measurements. Kilo, ये सब इसके नीचे आता है. Okay, gram and all that. Then, okay. I want to tell you why it's on May 20th, but leave it, no problem. Which nation has claimed the top spot in Georgetown University's Institute for Women, Peace and Security, that Wings Women Peace Index? Which country is number 1? Norway is number 1. Usually the number 1 is Norway in these cases. Norway or Iceland or Sweden or Finland. Typically Norway or Iceland. Number 1, you write number top 3. One is Norway. 1 Norway. 2 what is it? Finland. Sorry, Switzerland. I'm sorry, Switzerland. 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 Rank 3. Denmark and Finland. Both Denmark and Finland. Denmark and Finland. So rank 3 में 2 आ गए तो 3, 4 हो गए, तो 5th का भी ले लेते हैं. 5th 5 Iceland. Okay, so bottom 3. Rank 167. Oh my god. 167. Rank 167 in brackets last. Yemen, YEMEN, Yemen. 166 Afghanistan. 165 Syria. 164 पाकिस्तान. एक और लिखते हैं पाकिस्तान. 164 पाकिस्तान. 163 साउथ सुडान. बॉटम 5 हो गया. 164 Pakistan, 163 South Sudan. See, this index would measure patterns of women's development, progress, empowerment and all. And of course, as you know, Yemen is the most dangerous country for women around the world. Yeah. So, which 2 nations were involved in the bilateral Navy exercise named Cooperation Afloat Readiness and Training, CARAT 2019? Bangladesh and US. Okay. एक काम करते हैं, मैं आपको पाकिस्तान कंबोडिया के बारे में नोट्स देता हूँ. Cambodia, it's east of India. You have India, okay, Myanmar, Burma, Myanmar, उसके पास में थाईलैंड, उसके बाद में नीचे कंबोडिया. ठीक है, Cambodia dash the capital is Phnom Penh. PHNOM space PENH. Phnom Penh dash the prime minister's name is Hun Sen. Hun Sen, SEN, Hun Sen dash the currency is real, RIEL. So the largest Hindu temple outside India, if I'm not wrong, is in this place, Cambodia. There is a place called Angkor Wat. The temple here, was built between 1115 and 1145, and it's dedicated to Bhagwan Vishnu. It was built by Suryavarman II. Some other day, I'll tell you the story if at all I get to that part. According to the India Justice Report IGR 2019, which state has topped India's first ever ranking of just states on justice delivery? Nice, na? Maharashtra. Okay, you write this note. India Justice Report. India Justice Report. Okay, below that, underline that. Below that, first point. Ranked based on four pillars of justice delivery. This justice delivery dash police, POLIC, police, judiciary, 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 third, prisons, 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 and four, legal aid, AID, legal aid, AID, legal aid. Okay, legal aid. तो इसके नीचे लिखिए टॉप 3 states, top 3 among large states, Maharashtra, rank 1 Maharashtra, rank 2 Kerala, rank 3 Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Okay, top 3 among small states, within brackets, population of less than 1 crore, rank 1 Goa, rank 2 Sikkim, rank 3 Himachal Pradesh. I'm not very certain if Himachal Pradesh's population is less than 1 crore, but that's what I read in the index. Rank 3 is Himachal Pradesh. Chaliye. Nice. Which insurance company has recently been barred by the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India from selling new policies due to its weak financial health? Reliance Health Insurance. This is a part of Reliance Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. Reliance ADAG, Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. Okay, yeah. Shall we write the names of the CEOs of these companies? Chaliye likhiye. Reliance Health Insurance dash Rakesh Jain, CEO Rakesh Jain. You look at choice 1. There is no such company now. Apollo Munich नाम की company नहीं है. It has been acquired by HDFC Ergo, ERGO. HDFC Ergo. You could write HDFC Ergo or Apollo Munich acquired by HDFC Ergo. Underline HDFC Ergo, ERGO. Underline it. Pull it down arrow. Right. CEO Anuj Tyagi. TYAGI, Tyagi, Anuj Tyagi. Then Star Health and Allied Insurance, V Jagannathan. For National Insurance Company, I think we took this name 2-3 sessions back. Tajinder Mukherjee, TAJINDER, Tajinder Mukherjee. First one is Manipal Cigna, which is a joint venture with Manipal Group, which is Karnataka based healthcare major, and Cigna is an American company. Manipal Cigna CEO is Prasoon Siddhar. Prasoon, Prasun, Prasun, Prasoon Siddhar, Sikdar, Prasoon Siddhar. Okay, there we got all 5. So we will wind this up with this. Yeah. If not today, if FDI will come on Saturday. Don't worry, because we already had a 1.5 hours session. Okay. Yeah, it's close to 1.5 hours. So because we somewhere are looking at trying to cut down, because you have other classes as well. Okay. Indian Railways Integral Coach Factory at Dash, the world's largest rail coach manufacturer, Chennai. In Chennai, there is a specific place called Perumbur. It's called ICF Perumbur. Perambur. Perumburu. Okay. Last year it made about 30 to 62 coaches. I remember because I was reading this number. Okay. I want you to write a few things about different. Some production, plants of Indian Railways. Okay, you write Indian Railways production plants. You write Indian Railways production plants. Underline that. 1. Rail wheel factory. Rail wheel factory. Rail wheel factory dash Bela, 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 comma Bihar. Bela, Bela, comma Bihar. Next one. Rail wheel plant. Rail wheel plant. अलग है, एक फैक्ट्री एक प्लांट है. Rail wheel plant. नहीं. Just a second. Yeah. Rail wheel plant is at Bela. Factory is at Bangalore. I think, yeah, that's how it is. Rail wheel factory, Bangalore. Rail wheel plant, Bela, 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 Bihar. See, the first 2 words are the same. Rail wheel. Factory is in Bangalore and plant is in, Bela in Bihar. Now leave one line space, right? Diesel locomotive works. Dash Varanasi. Next, second one, diesel locomotive factory. Dash Marhowra, Bihar. I'll spell it Marhowra. I repeat, Marhowra, Bihar. Dash joint venture between Indian Railways and General Electric. General Electric is American multinational. General Electric. Leave one line space, right? Another plant. Electric Loco Factory. Electric Loco Factory. Dash. What is this place? In Bihar here. Madhepura. Madhepura, Madhepura, Bihar. Most of this came when Lalu Prasad was the railway minister of India. Yeah. Madhepura, Bihar. Dash joint venture between Indian Railways and Alstom, 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 Alstom of France. Yeah, of France. ALSTOM, Alstom of France. ये दो भी है यहाँ पे, रायबरेली कपूरथला, इनके बारे में लिख लेते हैं. राइट. रेल कोच फैक्ट्री कपूरथला, रेल कोच फैक्ट्री डैश कपूरथला पंजाब, रेल कोच फैक्ट्री RCF Kapurthala, Punjab. And ladies and gentlemen, the last point in this session, modern coach factory, MODERN, modern coach factory, Raebareli, Uttar Pradesh. Raebareli, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Oh, plenty of stuff we took, yeah. Thank you. As always, thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you're learning on your own. While you come here, we kind of share our stuff, our learning with you. It's important that you write it down, my friends. Okay, you write down everything. Thanks for being here. Have a lot of fun and stay curious. Thank you.